Hello and welcome, BitMonger family. Monger with you here today. I hope you guys are all doing well. Coming at you from beautiful Thailand, from my lovely beach house. We got a nice breeze today, and it is shaping up to be a wonderful Sunday. And in today's video, I am going to react to one of these Vagabond Awake cult members. I don't get it, you know. People make a comment on it. I don't understand why people just can't accept the truths. They focus on the fact, just one little point, rather than the larger message, and can't think critically. And instead, they just rubs them the wrong way for some reason. So they make, dumb comments and ignore the facts, which I find really kind of interesting in terms of like the psychology behind it. It just it's dumbfounding. But so the other day, as you guys may know, I did this video here. Vagabond Awake, and he did it on where I would retire today on $1,000 a month overseas. And as I mentioned in the video, generally he gives some pretty good information, but it's nothing that you need to be paying for a subscription for, in my beliefs. If you do your own research, there's tons of information out there online. There's a huge amount of people doing YouTube videos all around Southeast Asia on the cost of living, and you can do that virtual tour of checking it out and looking around. So I just don't think paying for this type of information is necessary. Now, if you need your handheld and you want more detailed information, by all means do it. Up to you. I really don't care. My piece was the fact that his #1 recommendation in Thailand was Vaganbond. And you would think, honestly, if anybody spent any amount of time there, wouldn't you think they would know how to pronounce it correctly? I mean, I just feel like that would be common sense, to be able to know how to pronounce the place that you're recommending to your 190,000 plus viewers, that if you want to retire in Thailand, I recommend here. And then you can't even pronounce it right. I find that very, very odd and suspicious. And if you don't, well, then you probably aren't too bright, is my guess. The other thing that we need to remember is this. Who is his target audience? It's older guys that are looking to retire for the most part. Now, there's no good medical facilities on Vaganbond. It's a remote island, and if something happens to you and you need medical attention, that's not a good place to be at all. Now, if you doubt that, do a little bit of research, and if you look at it for a little bit, I bet you anything you'll agree with the BitMonger. What do you bet? Another thing that he just completely drops the ball on is the fact that this place is a mecca for party heads. I don't know how many of you old guys out there want to be dropping MDMA right now and fucking dancing all night on the beach with a bunch of young people. If that's what you're into, by all means, go for it. But my guess is most of these guys that Dan's target audiences aren't that type. Let me know in the in the comments, people, if you're down for all night rave. with a bunch of young people, and you want to live there, okay? You want to live around those types of people. The other thing that he also, he talked about buying a second-hand motorbike and a helmet for $1,500. Well, just so you guys know, I bought a brand new one for that price. So, bad information. And from what I can tell, it looks like our buddy Vagabond Awake spends practically most of his time in the Philippines and Vietnam. But, just because something's easy and cheap doesn't make it good, okay? Now, it might fit for some people. Personally, it's a great place for me to go on holidays and have fun, but not a place that I'd want to live. So anyways, let's take a look at some other stuff here. Let's take a look at what this one guy that dismissed my stuff said. So let's scroll down here and let's look at this guy. His name is Robert Mead. Dan recommended that Mini will spend close to $2,000, and he recommended you have a good reserve. Okay, yep, he did recommend that you do have a good reserve, but from what I recall, he did not say Mini will spend $2,000. I think he just said, $1,000 to $2,000, and okay, that's the middle portion is good. I think $1,500 is a good number to work with. But that still is living tight in most places. But you'll live better in the Philippines probably and in Vietnam on that amount of money. But in Thailand, honestly, it's going to be, you're not going to be living that baller lifestyle, okay? This is like minimalist type living, okay? And I like to live better than minimalist, and I think most people do. But hey, if you can... If you have to look for the minimum and you're really tight on a budget, I would say, $1,500 is a good number to work with. You can live off $1,000 in some places, but it is going to be tight. It's just the way it is. What else do you say here? His content is excellent, and your demeaning tone is a losing path. Okay, well, I would disagree. His content is not excellent on this topic of Thailand for numerous reasons, as I've stated. Bangkok is also very expensive. You're definitely going to need that $1,500. You're not going to, in Bangkok, if you want to live a halfway decent life. And I would say it is probably $2,000 is a much better number to go with if you want to be in Bangkok. As far as Chiang Mai, he recommends that place, but he mentions nothing about the horrible burning that they do every year, which creates horrible pollution. And then he recommends people to go to Jomtien, which is honestly a big, it's the cum dumpster of Asia. It's right there next to Pattaya. You can't distinguish the difference besides driving over a headland. Otherwise, it's all the same, and it attracts the same sort of people. And most of the guys that move to Pattaya are the same type of people that move to Angeles City. And they're going there for the nightlife. They're going there for the hoes. They're going there for the vice. Okay? And sex tourists. It's a big sex tourist destination. So he's recommending these people to move to potentially a sex tourist destination just because there's a lot of other foreigners living there. Wonderful. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Now, I'm calling it, I'm being for real here, guys. If you don't like what I have to say, don't listen to me and bury your head in the sand. That's fine. Up to you. Let's look at this next part. You're calling him on pronunciations. And as I mentioned earlier, yes, I am. Think about it. He's recommending this to 190,000 subscribers as a place to retire to, and he doesn't even know how to say the place correctly. Don't you find that suspicious? Don't you think that's odd? Doesn't it make you question how well he really knows this place or how much time he's spent there? Jesus, what are you, just an idiot? His reports are great, and this will be the only time I watch your vids. Oh no, I'm gonna miss you, Robert. Like I really needed you to fund my life. Which, guys, I do recommend you look at my investing channel so you can make money. So he won't subscribe, and he says, "Bad vibs, sir." Okay, well, you can't spell either, huh? All right, I think you meant to say vibes, right? All right, let's look at this guy. Oh, wow, so Robert Mead, free live in the inn workshop, and he does this little pitch here. Let's listen to this guy.
Hey friends, Robert Mead, your imagination coach. I wanted to take a moment to invite you to a special class I have coming up. It's actually 2 days, September 28 and 29. You need to, you're going to want to attend both. And it's for free. It's on the subject of Live in the Inn. It is the Live in the Inn workshop. This is information that I have derived from Neville's teachings and over 40 years of study and application and over 15 years of coaching and teaching the concept to others. And you are going to know how to apply it. You will leave that 2-day workshop armed to get started immediately using the methods for living in the inn. The only thing you need to do to get started is be sure and register. I will see you there. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, let's attend Neville's workshop. And did you notice this, guys? No likes, no dislikes, 0 comments. And he's got 2 subscribers, probably his wife and kid. You know. All right, buddy. Hey, let's see who is this Neville's? This Neville's teaching. All right. Let's learn a little bit about this guy. So, at the heart of his philosophy lies the assertion that imagination is the creative force that shapes every experience. Okay, so you're a self-help guy. All right, yeah. I'm all for positive thinking and visualizing, but not just only dreaming, you know. You need to have a plan, and you need to execute that plan. Right? I can see how this guy Neville's philosophy has lured you into, what are you, imagining that you're getting the real alpha from Vagabond Awake. All right. Keep using that imagination, guy. I see it's doing you wonders. All right, guys. I know that was a tough takedown, but, man, come on, man. Get real. Let's be real. All right. Hope you guys are all doing well. Monger out.